Hi, this is Joe from Vanta. In today's digital world, compliance regulations are changing constantly, and earning customer trust has never mattered more. Vanta helps companies get compliant fast and stay secure with the most advanced AI, automation, and continuous monitoring out there. So whether you're a startup going for your first SOC 2 or ISO 27001, or a growing enterprise managing vendor risk, Vanta makes it quick, easy, and scalable. And I'm not just saying that because I work here. Get started at vanta.com.
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you handle it. Asana AI can spot roadblocks and assign work to keep everything on track. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
This is Optimal Work Daily. How to Earn Your First Love Dollar, Part 1, by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. If you really commit yourself to the idea, can you earn $1 from doing something you love? Very often, people who are stuck in the pattern of doing work they dislike will shun simple opportunities to earn small amounts of money doing something they love. They assume that if they could only earn a few bucks here and there doing what they love, then what's the point? They won't consider it unless they're convinced such work will bring in some serious money, more than enough to cover all their expenses. A few dollars is just too trivial and pointless. That mindset is a huge, huge mistake. If you want to make a living, a great living, doing work you truly love, then a necessary first step is to earn that first dollar. Be willing to receive. Allow that first dollar to arrive. Allow yourself to receive it. Make it welcomed, even when it isn't accompanied by 10,000 friends. The first day I generated any real income from stevepavlina.com was February 14th, 2005. I didn't even realize until now it was Valentine's Day. How disgustingly appropriate. Now back to our story. That was the first day I put some ads on the site. I earned a whopping $2.36 from ad clicks. I'd been blogging for 4.5 months at that point, so I already had dozens of articles on the site. I might have had a few affiliate links up before then, but they really didn't perform. So February 14th, 2005 was basically the first day stevepavlina.com began to earn any real income. Now, was it worth my time to do all that work just to earn enough to buy a gallon of gasoline? This was back when gasoline was less than $2 a gallon. Today, you'll need a lot more ad clicks for that same gallon. 20 months later, my daily income from this website had increased by more than 500 times. So don't scoff at the extra few bucks when they show up. If you treat them well, they may tell their friends about you. Since dollar bills can really get around, they often make a lot of friends. When you accept that first love dollar, you tell the universe, okay, I'm willing to be paid for this kind of work. Can you bring me more opportunities like this? And the universe will say, absolutely, no problem. But when you block yourself from receiving that first love dollar, you tell the universe, no thanks, I don't want to be paid for doing what I love. I'd rather make a living doing what I hate. Then I'll take my leftover energy to try to do what I love on the side. Please give this golden opportunity to someone else. I'm too busy implementing my plan for lifelong unhappiness. Accept the opportunity. In your pajamas if necessary. When the opportunity to earn that first love dollar arrives, it probably won't be wrapped in a beautiful gift box with a bow on top. It will more likely sneak in the back door when you aren't even looking. When you catch a glimpse of that opportunity, your first inclination will be to say, sorry, this isn't a good time, I'm in my pajamas, would you please come back later? Of course, if you do that, the universe will reply, ugh, wrong vibration, this bozo ain't ready. Next. The correct response is to accept the opportunity even while you're still in your pajamas. Just run with it. Try to maintain a playful, childlike spirit. The next time you feel inclined to turn down an opportunity to earn money, even a puny amount of money, doing something you love, give yourself a good smack upside the head and do it anyway. Remember this quote from the movie Ghostbusters. When someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Intend the opportunity. If you've never noticed any opportunities in your life to earn love money, you are really, really, really blind. Such opportunities are everywhere. When you train yourself to start noticing them, you'll see them everywhere. You'll start seeing so many of them, you won't even know what to do with yourself. Even if you've been, consciously or subconsciously, rejecting opportunities to earn some genuine love money, you're always free to request another chance. Take a moment to set this intention right now. I am now noticing and accepting an opportunity to earn at least $1 from doing something I love. Feel free to rephrase that intention, including the currency and the amount, however you like, until it feels right to you. Just keep it positive and in the present tense. The exact phrasing isn't really that important, though. The most important element is whether or not you can feel the reality of the intention. As you think about that intention, imagine it becoming real. How would you feel if it actually happened? Grateful? Amused? Surprised? Impressed? Put yourself in that place of feeling those feelings. Take a minute to do this right now, even before you listen to my next sentence. I'll even do this with you. I'm already earning quite a bit from doing what I love, but consciously intending more of it certainly can't hurt. Maybe I'll notice an unusual opportunity I've been overlooking. This reminds me of something that happened at the gym this morning. I started exercising on one of the elliptical machines, and I noticed the water bottle holder on this particular machine had a bunch of coins in it, some pennies and some dimes. It was probably around 35 cents total. I left the money for someone else to find, but the point is that I could have gotten paid for doing something I enjoyed if I'd accepted the cash in exchange for exercising. I would have earned about a penny a minute. Hey, it's a start. Toward what, I don't know, but I doubt it was a random chance I picked that particular machine today when there were dozens of others to choose from. Most likely, when you hold this intention, something will come up within the next few days. I usually see an alpha reflection for my intentions within about 48 hours. In this case, my alpha reflection already happened in the past, but I didn't recognize it until now. Sometimes that happens. As soon as you notice your intention coming into physical reality, accept what you get and run with it. See where it leads. Don't worry about whether or not it will lead to massive riches. To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled How to Earn Your First Love Dollar by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. And thank you to Steve, who is actually one of the very first authors that we ever narrated here across all of our shows. He writes about a lot of different topics like personal development, money, health, relationships, and more, which happens to correspond to all the different podcasts that we currently have in our network. So you're going to hear his articles, like I mentioned, across all of our shows quite regularly, and we still haven't run out of his content. So again, big thanks to Steve, and you can come by stevepavlina.com for a lot more. So that does it for part 1 of Steve's post. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back again tomorrow where we're going to hear part 2 and where your optimal life awaits.